Today, we've got some really focused source material in front of us. It's excerpts from Rhapsody of Realities by Pastor Chris.
Yeah, it's a daily devotional, and it's all centered on this idea of living a purposeful life.
Right, and our mission is very targeted. We want to pull out its core argument for what actually motivates spiritual action.
Exactly. What is the engine behind it? Specifically for Christian witnessing.
Okay, so where do we start? What's the foundational piece?
Well, the whole analysis really kicks off with one key passage. It talks about being compelled by Christ's love. The idea is that a conviction about a universal sacrifice is what drives everything.
Compelled. That's a strong word.
It is. So our challenge is to really unpack what that compulsion actually means in this context.
Okay, so this driving force, seeking to dismantle fear to find motivation, isn't that what basically every self-help guru is trying to sell?
It is, and that's a great question.
So what makes this love-based compulsion, as the source puts it, any different from, say, just human willpower or even guilt?
That's the critical distinction. The material argues the difference is where the power comes from. It's not about being pushed by some external obligation.
Or fear of failure.
Right. The argument is that when this specific love takes root, it becomes an internal fuel. It genuinely builds passion, and this is the key, it dismantles that inner fear of rejection or, just interacting with people.
That's a profound shift, and the source ties this to a whole life change, doesn't it?
It does. It basically says the proof is in how you live. You're no longer living unto themselves, but your life is oriented towards this other-centered mandate. That, for the source, is what a purposeful life actually looks like.
Okay, so now we get to the part that, for me, was maybe the most surprising insight for any learner looking at this. Is a really radical statement.
It's about value, right?
Yes. The material argues that because of this universal sacrifice, the core belief is that every person you meet is as valuable to God as Jesus is. I mean, that is a remarkable claim.
It's the foundational conviction, and its implications are just massive.
Also,
well, think about it. If you truly accept that premise, it immediately gets rid of any reason to judge someone, any bias, any social hierarchy.
It changes how you approach people.
Completely. We walk up to someone with the deep-seated belief that they have this supreme universal value. The fear of rejection just it dissolves. It's replaced by a genuine desire to connect.
So you're connecting this incredibly high spiritual ideal directly to the absolute highest possible valuation of another human being.
Exactly.
So if we take that conviction about value, how does the material then define the scope of the mission? How big is this task?
Oh, it's huge. The source uses this massive global mandate. The message is to be preached among all nations. It sets a truly global stage for action.
But it doesn't leave it there as some abstract idea.
No, and that's the beautiful part. It immediately grounds that huge vision in your practical, immediate world.
Right. It says the call is to preach this gospel in every sphere of contact. A hospital, a prison, a school.
Your own village. The global mandate is achieved by acting right where you are. The individual is propelled, you see, not pushed.
So the excuses just melt away.
They're supposed to, because you're already moving.
So to synthesize this, the sources are asserting that the core engine for action is this conviction that every single person holds a universal equal value.
And that one belief, if you really adopt it, is what removes the fear and replaces it with this unstoppable, passionate drive to communicate.
It's a powerful framework.
It is. And it raises a really interesting question for you, the listener, to think about. If this devotional claims that the conviction of universal inherent value is the key that unlocks action and dismantles fear, we have to ask ourselves, what is the single non-negotiable belief in your professional or personal life that's powerful enough to dismantle your greatest fear, whether that's fear of failure or criticism or change? What's the belief that makes your excuses irrelevant?
We trust you were blessed by this episode. To gain unlimited access to Rhapsody of Realities by Pastor Chris, please download the Rhapsody app using the link myapp.rhapsodyofrealities.org. God bless you.